You don't have to fix anything in your past in order to manifest your specific person. Because honestly, why would you? Right now, we're attempting to manifest the perfect relationship for you. So, what does anything that happened in the past have to do with right here and right now and have anything to do with your manifestation? That past or anything that happened that you don't feel is good, that was only the previous state. And we are moving into the new and abundant state where you and your specific person have the perfect relationship. And I can't tell you how many times you might feel as if you have to go back, change something, fix something, apologize, whatever it is, and you don't have to at all. Or how many times people worry, or you might have been doing it before, I've done it in the past, where you try to fix all of your limiting beliefs, do something extra, find subconscious beliefs that are working against you. But sometimes it's as easy as understanding or letting go of them in order to manifest the new relationship with you and your specific person. Because I always tell everyone, I'm going to tell you right now, the best thing to do whenever you feel as if you didn't align with the state in the past is to not go back and try to fix it. All you have to do is act from the new state. And you can actually use that thing that wasn't positive that happened in the past as a reason to continue acting in the new state. And I'll give you an example. Let's say in the past you blew up on your specific person, or you feel you had a relationship that wasn't the best and some less than positive things happened. Now, you might feel like you have to go back and fix it. But look at what our assumptions state about ourselves when we go back to try to fix it. All it says is we still have a problem and we are still in that previous state. And this is not something that you need to do. Because in order to go back and fix or change that thing, we have to go back into that state in order to fix it. You have to feel like someone who made a mistake in order to fix it. And now I'm not saying that we should just be rude to everyone and never apologize, not saying that. But if you know and you feel bad and you said sorry, that's all you need to do. It's more about forgiving yourself than anything, because you're the creator in this reality, and it's you and your state that's going to create something new. And everyone and everything around you wants to help you in that. And I know, again, it may seem very tempting especially if you're manifesting, this is for you if you're manifesting someone you've been with before or someone you're very familiar with. It is very tempting to talk about the past if, again, something less than positive happened. But what's that going to do? And I know anyone who is manifesting their ex, if you're manifesting your ex, how did that go? And you're going to say, because for me, it never went well at all. It just brought to life all of those less than positive things that occurred, and it just caused more of them to happen. So again, you have to go back into that previous state in order to completely let go of it. And really, what is stopping you at this current moment from just acting from the new state? From just feeling as if you are already in the perfect relationship? And something I always like to tell people, and it's a way to completely eliminate any past thing you feel is weighing on you, is to just pretend and imagine, because this is the truth, that you and your specific person are actually getting into a new relationship. Pretend everything that's happening is completely new. So you're texting them for the first time. You guys hang out, you're hanging out for the first time. You're thinking about them for the first time. And when that begins to impress itself on you, you're going to realize that you can then draw a total blank slate on the whole relationship and on yourself and your state, and you can create it to anything that you could ever want. And that's what Neville Goddard would say about letting your old state or your past self die in order to move into the new state and the new feeling. By allowing your past state to die, you are making room for this new positive and abundant state. Because I know it feels at first that when you're manifesting, you're attempting to repeat the past, or attempting to bring back someone you've been with, right? Or even bring back a friend. Let's say you guys weren't together, but it was someone who was your friend. It feels like we're bringing them from the past, but this only reiterates the same exact state, and it only results in an on and off relationship, okay? Something that we don't want. We are not trying to repeat the past. We are creating an abundant and more positive relationship right here and now. And so you don't have to identify with anything that has happened previously. And really, there's nothing to fix, right? Because that was a past version of you. You are now different. You are now changed. It's a new state. And so, again, don't feel bad. Subconscious beliefs and things like that are a product of something called like psychoanalysis from previous psychologists, which actually now we know today, we know in manifestation is proof of this, that you can instantly start acting as the new version of yourself. Because what is really stopping you? What is stopping you from feeling as if you and your specific person are now in the most abundant relationship? And again, you can forgive you. I forgive you right now. As your best friend, I'm forgiving you right now for anything that happened. And I want you to forgive yourself as well, because it doesn't matter. And your specific person isn't judging you. No one in your reality is judging you except yourself. And as soon as we understand that, and as soon as we completely forgive ourselves, that's how we completely release it. And then our reality starts to actually mirror exactly what we want. And so let's say you're hearing all this and you're like, yeah, but I still don't totally understand it. So with this being said, what I mean then, the next time you and your specific person interact, again, acting as if it's new, if this is a new relationship, there's no need to talk or discuss the past at all. And you can just vibe with your feelings and your intuition. And then you're going to find that your divine guidance is always speaking to you every step of the way. Because the more, and again, if you've done this before, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I have done this before, so I've been in this feeling. When you try to fix something, it's like you only end up in this explanation and it pulls you out of the wish fulfilled. Because the more you're logically thinking about something, the more you're logically trying to fix something, the less you're going to hear the divine guidance that is being spoken directly to your subconscious. And that's like your feelings, your knowings. And when you release that, so again, I give you permission to completely release it, you find you're told exactly what to do, exactly how to feel, exactly what to say. Everything is given to you automatically just from the state, because it's the state that gives us the motivation to do certain actions. So when we're feeling in the past, that's why we get the motivation that we need to apologize, we need to make up, we need to change our specific person. But I want you to approach it as if you and your specific person are already changed, because your consciousness, so your higher self, that baseline version of yourself, is everything, right? You can be anything that you want. And I don't want to go too much into it, but it's kind of like, imagine your consciousness like a room, right? Who you are is this room, unlimited, infinite possibilities. And now sometimes there's furniture in it, right? There's doors, stuff like that. And sometimes you start to identify with the things you put in your room, like your thoughts, your beliefs, your hobbies, things like that. Those are the things in your room. But you don't need those things in your room. And sometimes people even make phrases or statements like, oh, you have something in your reality, in your life. You just have to, and it's something you don't want. You just have to learn to live with it. No, you don't. Do I have to live with this lamp if I don't like it? No. But do I sometimes get convinced that this lamp is a part of the room? Yes, even though it's not. And that's like the feelings of insecurity or doubts, anything like that. That's the lamp in the room that we don't have to have in our room. And when you think about your identity and your being, like the consciousness of the room, which can be anything, you can be anything. When you strip that back, you realize I can literally place whatever I want in this room. I could make it a jungle room. I could make it a circus. I could make it a library. It can be anything, no matter how different. And you're only going to totally get that once you strip everything back and stop identifying with what is in your room right here and right now. So what is it that you want in your room? And again, as soon as you start to think of your mind and your being like that, where you are everything, you are everyone and everything, and you have unlimited possibilities, that's how you're going to get into the belief that you can 100% be whatever it is that you want at any given time. You are not limited. So again, don't try to undo the past. You don't have to do anything with the past. All you have to do is start acting from the new state, and you're going to see so much more results. If you did have any questions on it, definitely leave them down in the comment section below. Remember, you can also send me a question on my website at kyleaugustcoaching.com if it was something more personal that you didn't want to post down below. I'd be happy to hear, or any successes. I always love to hear your guys' successes. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.